Good morning, my dear professor and classmate, I'm Vera. And before I start my presentation, I want to ask you a question. That is, when you're walking to the convenience store and buying something, how many of you will read the nutrition fact on the package? Please raise your hand. Oh, few people. And it seems that people are neglect the importance of food additives. And next. And this is an ingredient of a product that we're all familiar with. And anybody knows what is this? and, and yes, and because this looks like, it doesn't look like food. It looks like some sort of chemical compound, but actually it's protein. And what's wrong with protein? That's not the ingredients that protein needs. Because we're in protein, we expect to see some eggs, flours, or sugars. And that's the very serious problems that we face today. There's too many food additives in our daily lives. And this is the topic of my presentation. Why should we avoid eating food with food additives? And first, I'll do the introduction. Briefly introduce what is food additive, and second, I'll provide 3 reasons why we should avoid eating food additives. And third, if possible, I'll show a video that's lasting for 1 minute, and then last is my conclusion. First, introduction. Food additives are substances that are added to food to change or enhance color, taste, texture, or to extend shelf life. Vitamins, minerals, and fiber used to enrich or fortify foods are also considered additives. And also, food additives can be classified as 2 categories. The first is the natural additives. It occurs naturally in foods, and they are extracted and put into other foods. For example, the caramelized sugar. Because most of us will think that natural additives are more healthier, and also it will do less side effect on human body. Next is artificial additives do not occur naturally, and they are made synthetically for a certain purposes. For example, the tartrazine. It's a kind of synthetic coloring that is added in the sweet and makes it look like yellow, so it looks more colorful and it will be more attractive to children. Like this. And the first reason that why we should avoid eating food with food additives is that you will intake too much nutrient. Take vitamin C for example. Vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin that supports normal growth and development. And it also helps our body to absorb iron. And our body doesn't produce or store vitamin C, so we have to consume this vitamin by eating. And also, a very good part of vitamin C is that it flushes out of your body in your urine. And it's recommended an adult to consume vitamin C 65 to 90 milligrams a day. And actually, that people are eating too much vitamin C for their health. But actually, we don't have to take extra vitamin C pills because the food we eat every day does contain enough vitamins. So if you take vitamin pills, it will consume too much vitamin C and will also cause some side effects such as diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, heartburn, abdominal bloating and cramps, headaches, insomnia, and kidney stones. And the second reason why we shouldn't eat food additive is that because it damages our health. And I take 3 the most common additive that in our daily life, for example, first is the artificial sweeteners. The most common ideas is the aspartame is found, aspartame. And it's also found in our food that labeled diet or sugar-free. And aspartame is dangerous because it's carcinogenic. It means that it will cause cancer. And it also erodes intelligence and affects short-term memory. And if you eat too much artificial sweeteners, it will cause some diseases like brain tumor, lymphoma, diabetes, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, etc. And also some emotional disorders like depression and anxiety attacks, dizziness, headache, nausea, sort of. And second is trans fat. We're all familiar with this. And the function of trans fat is to enhance and extend the shelf time of food products. And trans fat is often found in deep fried fast food like potato chips and McDonald's. And also margarine, the artificial butter, and hydrogenated vegetable oils. And the formation of trans fat is by a process called hydrogenation. It sounds professional, but actually you put the food in the oil and fry it in a very high temperature too long. Yes. And also, trans fat will increase LDL cholesterol, some bad cholesterol. And also will decrease some good cholesterol. And will also increase the risk of heart attack, heart diseases, and strokes. Next is sodium nitrate. It's a sort of preservative coloring flavor in bacon, hams, and hot dogs. And what makes it very dangerous is because it's highly carcinogenic. And also in a lot of processed meat. With this sodium nitrate, the meat will look bright red and pink. And also why it's very dangerous is because it will enter the human digestive system and forms a variety of nitrosamine compounds. And those nitrosamine compounds will enter the bloodstream and wreak havoc with a number of internal organs, especially the liver and pancreas. And the third reason is that it will hamper the development of children. Take common food dyes, for example, that this is a kind of food additive that exposure to children more often. The study shows that artificial coloring, which are found in the colored beverages, that it will contribute to behavioral problems like ADHD and lead to significant reduction in IQ. And these are the common food dyes that we often see in the package of the sweet. And since that doesn't have enough time for a video, and I jump to the conclusion. And I have talked about the introduction and the 3 reasons why we should avoid this taking food additive. The first reason is intake too much nutrients. And the second is it will damage our health. And the third is it will hamper the development of children. And I think that we should not just avoid eating food additive, we should just reject it. Not just for our health, but also for our next generation. Because I don't think that our children should live in a environment that has real food. And thank you.
Thank you, Yuqi. And now let's welcome our next speaker, Liao Yili, and her evaluator is Yu Yunzhong.